Before I met my boyfriend, one of my best friends was a man who was in his 50s and in poor health that I repeatedly took to the hospital, and he ultimately ended up dying in his late 50s, which is very, very sad. Every time he went to the hospital, I always made him a hot home cooked meal. So what are we looking at here right now? We're looking at what was in my cabinet when I suddenly went to the hospital, and he made me a home cooked meal. I called him and asked him if he could just even open up a can of canned food, and there was like nothing in my fridge, and this was all that was in my cabinets. I came home to like a 5-course meal that he cooked the rice and heated up all the canned food in individual pots. At that time, I had a normal stove with 4 burners, and I came home and they were like all boiling hot in separate pots, and the rice was on the side, and then he served it to me in my bed in something like this. Hang on a second, I'll open it for you. See, it's a lunchbox with separate compartments. Look, this meal was better than meals I've been fed in actual hospitals, on actual hospital trays. I so greatly appreciated my multi-course meal, and all he did was just heat up each can alone in its individual pot. And by the way, this man had a tragic life. His parents died. He was raised by his grandparents, who apparently whipped him a lot, on a pinto bean farm in an area where the soil was contaminated and the water made them sick. And they went months like eating only pinto beans. They made bread from pinto beans. They made pinto bean stew. It was like pinto beans breakfast, lunch, and dinner in every meal. And another thing he also did for me that was very, very nice, I really appreciated, is he did what my mother did for me when I was sick as a child. He made me a cup of broth using one of my numerous varieties of bouillon cubes. So I am very sad my friend is deceased. And by the way, he died like over 10 years ago. I'm just making this video because I wanted to show you how you could make the best of a worse situation. Like, if this was all you had, what would you cook with it? I mean, I would mix it all together and make a big soup, but I like the 5-course meal that he made. That was kind of it. Thank you, in heaven. Bye.